Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Good evening. Sorry I'm late, but sorry I'm late. I knew I'd be a little bit late. By the time we got packed up and headed out and had to mess with traffic, and here we are. I had to get things settled, and here I am. You messed me up. How did I mess you up? You messed me up. I had a good time though. I had a good time. It was really fun being out there with all them trick-or-treaters. Was watching that cool trick-or-treater video. Uh, oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I had a lot more video, but I had to cut a lot of it out because they were playing music, and I didn't want to get a copyright strike, so I had to cut a lot of it out. But it was long enough. I think there's enough there that you got the gist of the whole thing. But a lot of people were playing music, and I was like, well, gotta cut that one out. One had a really cool display, of a singer group, but they were playing their music so loud, I I had to cut it out. Hi, John, Barbara, Patty. Hi, Grandma, and everyone. Hi, Pania. Hi, Amy. At least I got to catch some of your live tonight, Amy. In between all the trick or treaters and getting home. Yeah, two of the kids is going on. My grandma's a famous YouTuber. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm famous to you guys because you watch me every day. Yeah, yeah. So I had to keep telling them, hush, hush, hush. No, I'm not. But they kept yelling it to everybody. Come meet my grandma. She's a famous YouTuber. Okay. Well, nice to see you. Sorry I'm late. I had family stuff I was doing. But have a good sleep, Sandy. Famous. Hi, Jenny. Sorry I'm late. Juliet hosted it, but restreamed. Oh, okay. Yeah, you came across on my phone, so I flipped it on. I was sort of listening and halfway paying attention to chat, but it was interesting. Just as Rick came in, I had to go. I was like, dang it. I think he's funny. Big John, Big Bad John. It got wild, especially when they started talking about the. Oh, I missed that because I had as soon as he came in, I could hear in the background a little bit something about he was waiting or something, but I had to go. The blanket has gotten a lot bigger. Yeah, it has. Wieners is what they call it. Oh, is that what he calls it? Yeah. I only have I caught one of his live streams once or twice, but mostly I just catch him, on other channels. I think he's funny. He makes me laugh. Some of his stuff he talks about, he's a trip. I remember he reminds me of, not that he's anything like it, but some of his antics reminds me of when I first met my ex-husband's family. And the, the first time I meet him, we go up there to meet him, and they said, well, we got the roadkill and we got to go get it skinned and all this stuff so we can get the money to go play bingo. And I'm like, you got to do what? One of the things they do is go around and look for roadkills to skin it and um, go sell the hide. And for some odd reason,
Grandma, rate my meal.
rate your meal.
Yeah.
Well, it looks pretty interesting. Not something I would eat. I'd probably eat one thing, and that's that piece of chicken right there.
I put these bell peppers in the pickling jar. They came out as pickled bell peppers.
Well, aren't you got it all figured out, don't you? Well, good for you. It smells delicious. She likes to show me what she makes. Yeah, that's right, John. You wasn't feeling all that great last night. Yeah, poop gas. Do you think it's bad? Well, it is for me because I have nightmares of dancing sardines dancing on my table as I'm trying to grab them to eat them, stuff them in my face. That's what happens to me when I eat sardines. Poopy water. He is funny. I like him. Man, I've had a such a busy day today. It's been busy from the time I got up at 8:30 and till now I'm still running. But now I can relax. Now I can just sit back, chill, and have a good time. Not that I haven't been having a good time. I mean, I continue to have a good time. Pania, thanks for asking. Yes, I'm feeling better and my numbers look a lot better. I think I had bad eggs. Well, that ain't good. Would bad eggs make your numbers all messed up? I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. I've been like that a lot lately. It must be the menopause. Menopause can really screw with you. I'm glad I'm pretty much over it. Last year, I've been, over menopause. I've been over my monthly for a good, I'm going to say 8 years maybe. And when I went on carnivore last year, I actually started my period after nothing for like 8 years. And I had my period for like a week. And then it went away and hadn't seen it since. So it just said, hey, guess what? We're messing with you down here. And that was it. So carnivore does work on you all over, guys. Amy, when I eat sardines late, it tones down the dawn effect a lot, for me anyway. You haven't had a period in 3 months? I remember my last regular period before I stopped, my very last one, besides the one last year. Last year I just call that a carnivore bloodshot. But but before that, when I started my menopause, boom, yeah, it sucks. That last period was so massive, and oh my God, I had to stay home from work and just sit on the toilet. Thought I was bleeding to death. I thought I'd have to go into the hospital. But I'll change that because I don't think John needs to hear any of that. But I was happy that it was my last one. I was kind of bummed when I started it last year. That might have, if someone would have told me that going on carnivore, you'd start menopausing again after having all those hot flashes of, going through menopause, I would have quit carnivore right then and there. I'm sorry, but that would have been it for me. I think I would have had to quit carnivore, right? Wouldn't you guys after going through menopause and you start all over again? No? Probably not. But I wouldn't want one of those again. I thought I was done and over, but it only lasted that 1 week. But yeah, it's almost like carnivore. It turns back the time, makes you young again, right down to having menstrual cycles again. Well, it could. It could. It made me have a period last year. But can you imagine starting all over again? Like you already gone through all the hot flashes and everything. Yet now you're an official old lady and you have a period. It's like, dang, could I get pregnant again at 50? Well, no, I would have been 64. Can you imagine a 64-year-old pregnant lady? That would have been something. I can just see me now trying to go out there for a walk, cane and a pregnant belly, 9 months. I even had the cramps too. But at first I thought something was wrong with me because, here I'm going carnivore. I'm 64 years old. I hadn't had a period in like, I don't know, 8, 10 years. And I go on the toilet and I stand back up and there's blood in the toilet. I'm like, what? And I had to go down and just check things over, and it's like, oh my God, I'm having a period. I didn't know if it was coming from my ass or my, you know what. Yeah. Like, where's this blood coming from? Uh, yeah, TT. Uh, my TT is having a nosebleed. I thought mine was over. Nope. uh, yeah. It scared me though. I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I was done. I was happy. I didn't have to deal with that for the rest of my life. And then, boom, stop by to say hello. Hi, Cindy. Hello, hello. Sorry I'm late. I was doing trunk or treat with my grandkids and my daughter and the family. And Well, guys, here's the thing. I bought it's almost a 27-pound chuck roast. Not a chuck roast, a chuck, a beef chuck, what is it? Roll, a beef chuck roll. And it's like about this long. Now, I'm never cut one up before, and I'm gonna check out chuck roll. I'm gonna be it's 27 pounds. So I got to look at a video tomorrow, sharpen my knives, and then I'm gonna try to cut this baby up. I think I'll film it. Probably cut off my fingers. Hell, I might just chop up the whole thing and just cube beef. Well, I figured it out, and by buying one of those, I saved about $5 a pound. So pretty much, I figured it out while I was in there with the cost of what they had going. And if I bought it all packaged up already in all the different cuts, it would have cost me about 280 pounds. And I bought that for $150. No, 260 pounds. And I bought it for $150. Bearded Butcher has a great video. When I got home, I looked for one that someone else suggested, and they were doing a ribeye. This is not a ribeye. This is a chuck roll. Ribeye is a totally different way of cutting it all together. No, it was cheaper than $5.99. I got it for $5.69, either $5.59 or $5.69, one of those two. So it was cheaper than $5.99. I'll look at it tomorrow. I'll take a picture of it and everything. But who all caught KS live stream this morning? KS? Oh no, Keto Simple? I did not. No, when he was going. Now, was that the 7:31 or the 10? Because I didn't catch either one. I was already 7:30. I was sleeping. I didn't get up until 8:30, and 10 o'clock. I was already out the house heading towards Costco. But I knew I wasn't going to make it. I get bummed because some of these live streams I can't catch. I have to watch them during the replay, and then I get all behind on um, watching videos. I watched one of Aaron's yesterday or this morning, early this morning or late last night. I can't remember. I think it was a video. It was not live. It was a video. She was playing baseball with her kids. She does not look like she's 44. She's lying to us. That's what I say. Because she is very young looking. She looks like she's only like in her mid-20s. Ribeye, hence chuck eye steak. I know there's part of that, and I'm hoping I get to save that, but I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna be looking at videos before I go ahead and cut that up, and hopefully I do it justice. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. But I mean, come on, 27 pounds. It did cost $150, but I used my budget that I have for the month, thinking, you know what, I've got about that much money for meat. for the whole month. It's just that I'm not buying it weekly. I'm mixing sparkling water with a Diet Coke to wean myself off. Oh, wow. I saw Dustin on TV while waking up. Dustin has the name change thing going on now, also. Oh, no. Yeah, it's going to be widespread, guys. Yeah, I've already watched a video of the CEO of YouTube with some of the techs that YouTube has. There was a group of them around a round table, and they were being interviewed by another guy, and they all told him it's coming. It's going to be fully. It's all going to change over, and within the next couple of months. Oh my God, my Nightbot was not set up right tonight, but it triggered. Oh no. It's good. It is good with sparkling water. 'Cause I have a Diet Coke now and again. But see, here's the thing. I do not get triggered by Diet Cokes or Diet sodas of any kind. I only do Diet Coke. I've never drank any kind of sodas that wasn't diet ever in my life. And I never ate sugar, so, and I don't like anything like brownies or pastries. So, but it's just once in a while. So, anyway, y'all have a good night. I'm outie. All right, Mofushi, thanks for stopping by. And it's silly because you the only way to test it is to go live. So what are you gonna do? Do a live for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? But if you just let everyone know that you got Nightbot going and it's only on a test, and but you have to really do it not when you're on with five others, five other YouTubers all having. I get triggered by Diet. What happens when you get triggered by Diet Coke? What happens? Do what kind? You get the munchies and the sweetness. Insulin stops fat loss. I ought to test that, but I don't have it enough to even worry about it. I don't think. You are both. My thing is, I drink unsweet tea and coffee, and I drink water. Sometimes I'll put a sliced lemon in my water, not very often, but sometimes. But I wonder if it would trigger my insulin. I ought to test that one of these days. And you have to have chatters. I tried to test it myself, but you need multiple people chatting in the stream. Yeah, it actually has to be live, not private. And I think you have to have at least 5 chats in the live chat. Diet Coke is gross. It's fine if you like it, Wild Woman, but I think it's gross. I've been drinking it for years and years. But I don't it's not my number one. I usually drink coffee and water and unsweet tea. But if I'm out and about, yeah, I'll have one. That is what Dr. Berry said. He recommended sparkling water mix. Huh. a good idea. I'm a wild woman too. Thumbs up, everyone. Oh, I gotta check, see where we're at. I've been like in rush mode, and so trying to settle in. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Analytics. I want to see where we're at. We are at 1837 for subscribers. 1837. It's growing, Patty. 1837. Wild Woman number 2. Uh-oh, I got competition. Um, I'm triggered by cheese. I'm back on the cheese since my surgery. I'm addicted. Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen Helix coming in yet. Let's see. Numidia. Okay, I'll call you Wild Woman 2. I went to bed early last night. I did too, Patty. Yep, I had to get up early, so I went to bed early last night. We ended up closing down the channel. I think it was like about 1, or maybe even before 1. And I was in bed by 2. Easy. There's Helix. Going to, did you say you were going to meat stock? Oh, meat stock. Okay. Duh. I thought you were talking about that she was going to stock meat. So, how's everyone doing? Any new victories? Anything going on? Can't complain? Yeah, there's quite a few of them coming up. I want to go to one that's close. I wish that I knew about the Columbia one, but I wasn't doing the carnivore and when it first started coming out. And right about the day I started, it was like a couple of days after I started, and I said, "Well, it's kind of late now. Gonna have to wait." The one in Columbus over the summer. That'd be neat to go to one. My 3X nightgowns are too big. Spent a fortune on them. Courtney, Luna, Bella is gonna be there. Pania, I know just how you feel. So many of my clothes are too big for me right now. It's not like I can go out and just buy a whole bunch of new clothes. Oh, I thought the eye face was a smile. I just lost the tape off of one of my incisions. Now it hurts. Ouch. All that laughing. All that laughing, Amy, is catching up to you. Yeah, the last pair of pants I bought was a drawstring sweatpants, so I could stop. If you're on a diet to lose weight and you're gonna start losing inches, you got to do something, and you can't just keep buying clothes. So yeah, drawstrings is where it's at. Now I have a small purple dot on my pinky. How'd you get a small purple dot on your pinky? Did I miss something? Oh, I pinched myself the other day on my mother's rollator. My friend Jerry puts a knot on the side of her oversized t-shirts. Oh, interesting. What's the name of that Afghan again, Barbara Jean? This is this is Timber Trails from One the Yarn Addict. It's Timber Trails. Here, I can go. I can get it. Subscriptions. You know, I really don't like this new computer, how it's setting things up for me. Copy. That's it. That's the one I'm making. That's what this is right there. Although I use my own color. It's 6-row repeat. Candy! Candy's in the house. John 76, glucose 2.6 ketones. Usually ketones are higher. Have been lower protein the last few days. Together strong, sharing experiences. Experience, strength, and hope one day at a time. That is right. Hi, Jenny. I was wondering if people could see me. No, we can't see you, Candy. We can't see you. No. No, we can't see you. I have not been on YouTube today. If you left any messages, I have not had the time to check YouTube. I was like, I don't know. I just now thought about that. It's like, I don't know. Barb, I'm invisible. You're not. No, you're not. I can see you. Everyone's saying hi, so you can't be too invisible. What kind of candy are you, Candy? Peppermint, Hershey's? She's those little candy hearts. She's those little candy hearts. The ones that are shaped in little candies. Hi, Cindy. Hello, hello, hello. I thought today was the 25th all day. It's not. It's the 24th. It is the 24th. If I was Candy, I'd be chocolate, but otherwise I'd probably be candy hearts with all those nice little sayings on it. Paul, sitting here doing sitting heel rises. Math this last hour, drop glucose from 207 to 117. Wow, that is ouch. You know, my ankle is still sore. I have it's been sore all day. Ah, what was in the bags you put together for the Halloween bash, Barbara? Um, usually when I've done them in the past, I've always done just candy. This year I did a couple of pieces of candy, but I put things like plastic bugs, plastic slinkies, little tattoos, little stickers, Halloween stickers. Some of them might have had things like stampers, ink stampers that you can stamp bracelets, necklaces. Every single one of them was different. I got a box of Halloween little toys type of stuff. You two made cute witches. Yeah, we wore them and passed. Well, we didn't really pass out the candy. We wanted them to pick out their own bag, and they did it. They did a pretty good job. Those kids did a pretty good job. There was one girl that kept looking over the table, couldn't make up her mind which bag she wanted to take, and the line just kept growing behind her. But it was fun. I just love watching all the little kids have fun, you know. But yeah, every bag had something different in it. This is the first year that I actually made it so that there was not just all candy, it weren't just all candy. Some of them had those little glow sticks that glow in the dark, you know. So, but there was just multiple different things. Um, what do you call them things? The little push fidget toys. Some of them had fidget toys. Super balls. Remember super balls when we were kids? Some had super balls. Yeah, I bought a package deal of like 1,000 plastic toys or something, and then I bought a bunch of like a couple of thousand stickers, and I still have some of the stickers. Yeah, I got rolls of stickers like this, and I put like 5 or 6 of them in every bag. Yeah, and he found one with well, they all had stickers, but there's all different kinds of stickers and tattoos. But he ended up finding one. Yeah, but a lot of the video I had to take out because some of the trunkers there, I guess you'd call it, they were playing loud music, and I didn't want to get copyright, so I took out a lot of them, a lot of stuff. One person was walking around with a radio, but I had fun. It's one of those things I like doing, making memories. It's a memory making moment. Most people, they just have like a bowl with, they dump bags of candy into a big bowl and just hand out a piece of candy here and there. Not me. I take pride in my candy giving. Well, I don't want them just to have candy. Oh, someone's going to a show. Panic glucose is 121 high for me. I'm usually in the 80s. Late night messed me up. Oh, last night messed me up. Ketones didn't really matter. I never have measured them. Nah, me either, Paul. I'm old school, I guess. I don't get into those numbers. I do have test strips, and stuff like that that I could test with my urine, but I don't even bother. I think my son bought them for me, and I don't bother using them. I figure if I'm eating all meat, then I must be in ketosis. That's how I see it. Uh, but some people like to know. To me, it's not important. Ah, poop water's in here. No, I love poop water. The 190. Thank you, poop. Did you drink your poop water today? Miss me? Yes, of course I missed you, Poopy. You're funny. So hello, hello, Poopy. Stinky water. um, I know rap isn't for everyone, but I'm of that generation, and they are so good. And I see them live. I don't go to many concerts these days, so it's special. But we are actually going to another in December. What's the name of the rappers? Poopy is a big spender. Cindy, their names are Pete and Bass. Thank you very much, though, Poopy. Thank you, thank you. Poopy, was it you that was asking me when I was going to Costco? I did go today, and I did take some videos while I was at Costco, but I got to do some editing. I just didn't have time today to edit all the meat videos. But I also got a chuck roll at Costco, and I'll be first one ever I ever bought. And I am going to be cutting it up tomorrow, and I am going to videotape it. I'm going to mangle it. I know I will. I know I will. But oh well. I'm going to have some meat one way or another, even if I turn it all into stew beef. I've been to one concert my entire life, and I was about 17. And it was a group called Seals and Crofts. That's it. That's the only concert. I mean, I've gone to things like my kids' choir's concert type of stuff, but that's it. You went to the Beach Boys? Wow. Pumpkins and Green Day last September. Love Shack. I've seen Jimmy Page and Robert Plant. Dance this mess around. Breeze makes me feel. I don't know. Can't remember the words, but I know the song. Been a long time since I heard that song, Paul. Definitely from my teenage years. See, I never got into none of that Def Leppard and Ozzy. I never got into Ozzy until after he died. And then it was like, oh, I like that song. Oh, I like that song. But I don't get into none of that. I've never been a big, hard music fan to that. What do you call it? Hard rock or something? Not my cup of tea. Saw Chuck magazine with, don't know. I almost got a chance to go see Meatloaf once, but I had to work, so I couldn't go. Couldn't get the time off. I was bumming. I do love Bon Jovi. Well, some of Bon Jovi, not all. Summer breeze makes me feel. Oh, let me see. Oh, all right, what's going on? What's going on? Weird Al. God, he's still around, is he? He's still being talked about. Yeah, some of his music was crazy. Now I can't get Summer Breeze out of my head. Thank you, Paul. I wish I knew the words. I'd sing it. It's been a long time since I heard the words to that song. I love Paradise by the Dashboard Light. I love a lot of his music. You know, my daughter Brandy got a video from him. Uh, he actually would. You could actually buy a video that he would send to somebody else for a price. Well, my daughter Brandy's friend paid Meatloaf to send her a message on a YouTube. And man, he went way out of his way and did like a YouTube video for her. Oh, I bet you it was 15, 20 minutes. I did see that. I was one of those junkies that would go there with rice and the umbrella and all kinds of stuff. Squirt guns and yeah. Do the time warp again. Yep. I was into that. But This theater that was always known for just X-rated movies, they would have a certain night, and I can't remember if it was Sunday night, but every week on Sunday night, that's where I'd go and we'd do that. Rocky, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. That was the end thing, man. And it was like 2 blocks from my house. But a lot of people wouldn't get caught dead in there because they did porn shows during the rest of the week. Uh, but yeah, you had all kinds of people that was going in there with rice and water, and it was other things too, but I can't remember everything now. That was like a long time ago, guys. We're talking like 40 plus years ago. That was a long time ago I was doing that. Oh, porn shows, big deal. Back then it was a big deal because if you was a good girl, you didn't go to porn theaters. I just lost the tape off my belly button and it hurts, and I don't see stitches. Maybe they're inside. The tape is your stitches. But yeah, there would be some on the inside too. Is it open, or is the skin closed? As long as the skin is closed, you'll be fine. And you can always go get some skin adhesive. Order it on Amazon. They told me it would fall off by Monday. Well, there you go. Yeah, you should you can put a band-aid on it. Or if it's closed and not an open wound, or doesn't look like it's trying to poke out, then you're fine. There was a lot of laughing going on in your life, so lots of pop stitches. Yeah, I watched. It was a day late, but I watched one of Mitch's videos, the replay, and man, that is not how I remember him being at all. And I used to watch Mitch all the time last year. And so there is something going on with Mitch. Whether there's something going on. And I don't say that to be mean or anything, but usually when people start having, after a stroke, they get angry. And it seems, and sometimes even like dementia sets in. So there might be something medically going on with Mitch, because that is not how he used to be at all before his stroke. So that is something to consider when it comes to him. He deleted it. Yeah, I think he's sick. And so I think that's what's going on. And I don't think he's just downright being mean. I remember how he used to be. And that what I've been seeing in the last week with him on his replays is not how I remember him at all. Right. After having a stroke, you do have personality. I'm dealing with a stroke victim, my husband, and I he has changed. He had walking problems. He had to go. He was in a rehab hospital. My husband was for about 2, 3 months. He wasn't even able to swallow food, but he had anger issues too. My husband, really bad. And then I had anger issues really bad because he was starting to piss me off. But I'm thinking more in that way. There might be something more going on. So I hope nobody takes it personal. I just think he's struggling right now. That there's a medical issue going on. That's my own opinion, only because I live with someone that just had a stroke. He got real mad right before. He was probably not feeling well. Because I know when I had my stroke 10 years ago, I got my scar right here on my neck. Actually, it wasn't quite 10 years ago. I didn't feel well at all for, you know, a few months. I mean, I was having spells where I was going blind. I mean, completely blind. Can you imagine working in a jail and you go completely blind for about 10 minutes? And I'm like, oh my God, I can't see. And that would happen off and on. Once it happened while I sensed it was, it was like clouds going over my eyes. I had to quickly stop and pull over. And I sat in my car for about 15 minutes crying because I thought, but I was angry then. So I think there's something more to what's going on with, because he's not making any sense, why he's angry. There's something more that he's not sharing. And he doesn't have to share it. It's his own business, but there's something more going on. I don't know what it is, but he's not the same man when that I was watching last year. He was very nice, very, I don't know. I just remember him different when I was on Carnivore before. Yeah, what I saw, and I've watched about 3 of his lives, but during replay this past week, and that is not the man I know. Or I don't I say no, but no as a viewer to his channel. Last year when I was on Convoy, I used to watch him all the time. He's not the same man. Yeah, yeah, he blocked Rick. He, all right, Rick's the one that eats the iguanas, right? It happens when you get dementia too. Exactly, exactly. But he is suffering, and he's suffering silently. And yeah, he's gonna end up getting mad and shutting his channel down and not coming on at all. Yeah. Yeah, I saw part of that. He was even angry at Rick, and I kept looking back. I kept looking back at why he was angry at Rick. I couldn't really find anything except for he was blaming Rick for talking with someone that he just banned or blocked. He he got rid of him for 24 hours. So yeah, a lot of people need to pray for him because something's going on. And if he's not careful, he might get into another stroke or end up with full blown dementia. But something's going on, and I feel real bad because he's like 75, 76 years old. Yeah, there's something going on. There's something more to it. Oh, yeah, he's going to end up losing a lot of people. I know. I hesitate to go and watch his videos, and I used to be a big supporter of his last year. And now it's like I just assume go someplace else. But but if he doesn't want people to talk, he needs to turn it off or just do videos, record videos without the audience and post them. But he blocked Rick. Gosh, if you guys stopped chatting, I actually get freaky. It's like, why aren't you guys talking? I don't want to be in here all by myself. Get back here. Yeah, he needs to do pre-record. I mean, I know he does sometimes because I've caught a few of his walks, but what's sad is like about 2, 3 weeks ago, I bought a T-bone steak, and I had that T-bone steak just the other day, 2 days ago, I think, or last night maybe, to celebrate. I bought it to celebrate when I went under 300 pounds. You know why I bought that T-bone steak? It's because of Mitch. I watched one of his videos, and he's cooking and talking about the ribeye steak and how if you can get a ribeye steak at a certain price, you got the best steak there is. And he started breaking down. You got 3 steaks in one. And he started breaking down the different parts of a T-bone steak. I found it very, very interesting. So now when I see a T-bone steak, a good price on it, I'll take it because it's like really good meat. And it's all because of Mitch. I think of that every time I have a T-bone steak or if I see a T-bone steaks on sale. I think of Mitch. So in that video that I watched when he says he doesn't even want, no one even appreciates his cooking videos, I'm like, I do. I did. I still think of your cooking shows. I still think about it. Um, I love having the chatters. Crickets. That's worthy to check on you, Grandma. Road trip. Yeah. If I was in Florida, I'd check on Mitch. I'd say, hey, Mitch, let's come outside and have a talk. He gets a lot of comments and thumbs up for his cooking shows. That I don't understand. Those were my favorite by Mitch. Yeah. I mean, it was because of him why I even bought an air fryer to begin with. Because I was still not, and then it still took me a while to even use it. Yeah, it's hard to reach people who hold on to that much anger and resentment and are convinced nobody wants to listen to them, even with the following and people coming back for more. Yeah, Mitch just not my cup of tea. Well, he's not really my cup of tea. I don't really. It's hard to explain, but I like a lot of his cooking stuff. But if I don't have nobody to watch and I'm looking for something to watch, I'll watch him. He's like my backup to my backup. I'll watch Mitch. But, like I'll watch Homestead How or many of the other ones before I'd watch Mitch. But if I'm looking for something, I will go and I'll watch Mitch. But the last few times that I've watched Mitch in the past week or two, it's like, nah, he's not the same. He's just not the same. Your cat is watching. Hi, kitty cat. What's his cat? What's your cat's name? Um, you can't love people enough to make them love themselves. That's true. I totally understand where he's coming from. 4 years ago, I died at least 3 times, had heart surgery, was bedridden for 2.5 years. I felt alone and no one was understanding. I was angry at the world. Yeah, I agree, Candy. He wouldn't listen to anyone. I hope his family is seeing this so they can get him help. I think he is too, Amy. I believe he definitely is having a medical issue. I don't think he can help it. Hi, Tiger. Or is it Tigger? No, Tigger would be with two G's. Hello, Tiger. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. That is good insight, John. Yeah, 46,000 subs and he isn't feeling the love. I know. I know. It's sad. I don't watch him, but it sure sounds like it. Yeah, it does. All I can, when I watch him, I compare him to how he was before, and he's changed. Now, do I catch him live? I haven't been able to catch him live because he goes on too early for me. I'm in bed snoozing. Heck, I have a hard time trying to make it to Homestead House lives. I keep missing his and Bill's. I haven't seen one of Bill's videos come out in a while. Bill Knotts. I've been trying to catch his. He's looking at you right now. Tiger's fascinated by your yarn. Oh, we posted one today. See, I've been busy all day. That means I got one to watch later. I love watching his videos. I don't know what it is. I enjoy it. He's my hero. I think he's an awesome guy. I got to go back and see if I'm with my new computer. I might not be. I don't know. I've been finding all the people that I sub to, I'm no longer getting their notifications. So I got to check everybody's notifications to make sure I'm being notified. Grandma is playing with her allergies. My Molly by golly cat is watching also. I think she's waiting for baby. Baby is in this. Oh, she just opened her eyes. She must have heard me say her name. I think she's mad at me because I've been missing all day. uh, YouTube does that on purpose. Yeah, I keep finding all my notices turned off. I'm like, why aren't I getting notices? Because I have not seen a notice from Bill Knotts. The angrier I got at the world, the more people pulled away, and the more I got angry and more they pulled away. It sucked. I finally had no control over the anger. Tiger was playing with you and was playing with you. He's gone now. He's gone, wild woman. It was so cute. I wish you could have seen him. I mentioned you to my husband, Barb, about your 3 a.m. walk. He is concerned about you. You know, someone in my chat, and I never gave it a thought. Someone in not chat, someone in the comments said, you're probably on someone's security camera. I was like, oh, great. So he's concerned, but that I'm crazy enough to go out there and walk and hug fire hydrants at 3 in the morning. They say long exposure to anesthesia can cause negative effects afterwards. Also, dealing with near death is always well a trip. I had an experience myself. A lifetime of depression left me feeling very isolated. Much better now, but it took a long time and a lot of hard work. Amy, I still have good days and bad days. Some days I feel like I'm sliding back to being bedridden. I didn't tell him about the fire hydrant. I do understand about your fire hydrant water dispenser though now. Yeah, I have it up here on my shelf. Now and again I'll bring it down. I gotta get my room organized. It's usually I keep up with it, but right now it's, oh my god, it's out of control. It's a good it's good to talk about things, Candy, and Barbara's channel is a great place. I can't imagine telling you guys not to chat. It's like I'll just bore you all with the brown rice story if I if I wanted to punish you all because you guys were chatting and you weren't paying attention to me. I'd just start sharing gross poopy stories. Same, half my house is storage unit. My house is only 940 square feet. Still haven't adjusted since living in. Yeah, I get you. My house in Texas was a 4 bedroom house. It was had 2 dining rooms. It had tons of space. It had 2 dining rooms. It was just so big. And we move into a much smaller house, and the bedrooms are real tiny. This is actually one of the 3 bedrooms, but it's very, very small. Now, if this was totally emptied, it would probably fit a dresser and a twin size bed. And I'm trying to squeeze a million. No, it's not a million, but about 100 rolls of yarn. Even though my daughter buys me my yarn, I got to stop getting it because I'm running out of space for yarn, guys. No, you can always make room from yarn. Who am I kidding? I'd still go buy it. Get some great colors. You know, who am I kidding? Trying to tell myself, oh, I need to stop buying it. Yeah, I need to stop, but I'm never gonna, because I got other places I can put yarn. I got tons of places I can put yarn. I got closets down in my basement. I have a basement that's it's all what do you call it? A completed basement? What do they call that when your basement's all set up? It's got rooms down there. It's got a kitchen, a bathroom. Well, the kitchen doesn't get used, and I have all that closet space I can fill with yarn. I was gonna turn that into my finish. There you go. Yeah, it's a finish. It's even got a fireplace down there. A finished basement. So I got lots of places down there I can put yarn. I was gonna turn the kitchen into a uh, a craft room because I was gonna get into some other kinds of crafting too, and I still might do that. But that area of the house, we got one part that's like um, I call it public domain. One half of the house is where Jenny and Emma live, and then it's got the kitchen, but they just use the house kitchen. And then the laundry room, that's on one half. And I keep saying I'm going to turn that into a craft room, but I haven't yet. Then I'd have to do all my lives and stuff downstairs. I still might. I know, right? But I'll never have that much yarn. He's been doing it all of his life, but he's just got yarn. Oh my goodness. All kinds of rooms is just full of yarn. Love to have his collection, but whew, I don't know. That's a lot of yarn. I'd never use it up. I'll never use it up during my lifetime. I got yarn here that isn't being made anymore. So it's like, I don't know if I want to use it because it's not being made anymore. It's part of Joanne's collection. When Joanne closed down, the big twist, a lot of the yarn is being sold still, but a lot of it isn't. They're not bringing it back. Hello, Lisa. I rode the pony when I was 260 pounds. They're strong. John, quit being silly. I got another family outing on Wednesday night. It's the kids' play, my grandchildren's play. I'm not exactly sure what it is about. At first, I thought it was a Christmas play, but I was told it was not a Christmas play. So I'm not sure. But they've got both of my granddaughter and my grandson. They're both in it, and supposedly they got one of the bigger parts. They got two different parts actually. They're playing some sort of animal, and I don't know what, or something like that. Maybe I don't know. Whatever it is, it's two different parts of the play, being two different things or two different people. Jenny, I couldn't ride the horses. I was too heavy to pull myself up on them. The pony I could do. I never even tried. I always figured I'd break the poor horse's back. I'm showing 22. Oh, Penny, good night, all. Sweet dreams. Glad I was awake for Grandma and socialized with all. Rest much and well. Good night, Pania. Sweet dreams. Oh, and hello, yeah, hello, Mason. I know you've been in here for a while. I don't know if I said hi to you or not. Uh, Yeah, like last night we had 25. We'll have 25 again. Amy had quite a few people in her live. I can't remember what it was now. What was it, Amy? Wasn't it like 30 or something? Seemed like it was quite a bit in your live tonight. Barb, I don't know if you saw earlier, but I might not be here tomorrow. Just wanted you to know so you don't worry. Okay. Um, are you going on a date night? Yes. Oh, you've had up to 50 or 60. That is awesome. See, you should definitely be getting very close. You got to be getting close. Today I didn't run your stuff, but I've been running your stuff. 443. We got to do something about that. All right, how? Let me look at something else. Where's Amy? Go to channel. Amy, I think I see why you're not getting your subscribers. Let me look at another one. Um, something else, something else. Let's look at this. Doing it. I just didn't see it there for a while. Well, you got to be very, when you're putting your hashtags down in your videos, some of them don't have them, but make sure you're using hashtags that's got higher numbers so the algorithms or whatever they call that word knows where to post them. I know we're women. You have a lot of them that say women. Now, if they're only like 4K, I would choose something else other than ones that are like lower. You want to go with like um uh there's some that's higher, you know, like healthy living. Those are like in the millions. So you have to be very selective. Oh yeah, I'm talking about to get more people so that more people become subscribers. But I don't know what the numbers are. But there was a couple that I looked at first that didn't have any of the hashtags, and then I looked at like a third one, and there was hashtags. So I said, never mind, you got them. And how you get a lot of subscribers is through shorts. You need to do a lot of shorts. So when you're doing hashtags, look for the higher. Like what I do is I'll do weight, and then I look to see what ones show the higher numbers. Same thing when I do pets. If you got a pet, walk around your apartment chasing after your cat. Make a couple of cat videos. You got a beautiful cat. If you got a beautiful cat, show them off. Yeah, they do. They do much. That's all been changed. Before, they didn't use it. Now, since they're going to AI and they have a different way of doing algorithms or whatever you call it, that it'll show to those groups of people that are like, I use weight loss as one of mine. So people that are, once the Android, whatever this computer bot is, knows what you're about, it starts showing them to other people. All the rhythms, yeah, algorithms. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's great. That's great too. I'm trying to figure out how to get your numbers up there so you can get to 500. Because I think you're worthy of having 500, and I'm stunned that you don't. But you get a great group. I love going to your channel. So don't think that I think there's something wrong with your channel. It doesn't. I'm not thinking that at all. I think you got a great channel. I think it's awesome. It's fun. I just want to get you up there to 500. Yeah, yeah, and it's a lot easier too if you're not working like I am, and you can watch all the videos of how to do YouTubes, and you got all day to make videos because you have nothing better to do. You're bored out of your mind. When you used to work in 12-hour shifts and then you're retired, suddenly you just like, what do I do now? I can only make just so many blankets and watch so many things on YouTube. Yeah, I get that. But it's still fun. It's fun. It's for me. It's fun watching my numbers go up. Even though I would never want it to get where you have a couple of hundred people in the chat. Like one of my crochet people that I watch on any given live he has ever. He's got close to 500 people in his chat. I would never want that ever, ever. Yeah. I didn't even do this to get my 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. It just happened. To me at the time, I didn't care because that is my whole thing was I wanted to be here with my time, to have a community on my weight loss journey. That was my whole thing. And boy, did I get that. And I was making baby videos, and she's like a star on herself. I'm not in a big hurry to be big. I like engaging with my people. Yeah, exactly. It just happened to me. But it's because I got so much darn time too. Yeah, because I put walking in my videos, I bet you. Because in my walking videos, I use the hashtag walking. Okay, everyone, I gotta go past my bedtime. Tiger and I hope you are all sleep well. Oh, and here is baby. Yeah, baby got locked out of the house today. Oh my God. I thought I lost her forever. Yeah, my husband went out to the garage and came in, closed the door, and she ran out after him, and he didn't notice her out. And he came in, closed the door, and I'm like, where is baby? Like an hour later. Man, it was a celebration when she came running in from the backyard, and I said, she's got to be outside. Couldn't find her nowhere. She was outside, sitting on the couch outside in the sun. I'm like, oh my God, baby. Oh, of course, she came running to me as soon as I opened the door. And then she was like, it was a celebration time. Right? Yeah, really. Oh, yeah. Mama missed you. I'm like, where's my baby? Baby, where are you, baby? And she didn't come. She always comes if she's not with me. And then I started looking for her, and he was outside. So, of course, we had a little celebration party, and she was happy. Right? You was happy. She was partying and sunbathing. Yep, she was sunbathing. Good thing it wasn't like winter time or something, because she doesn't like being cold. She's the baby. She's the baby. Yes, she's my beautiful baby. Look at that smile. I love it when she smiles. You're my beautiful baby. Yeah, you're my beautiful baby. Yes, you are. You're my beautiful baby. Yeah, you my beautiful baby. All right. Good night, Jenny. Uh, did you eat your dinner? Did you eat your dinner? Did you eat your dinner? Mm. Ooh. Stop kissing the inside of my mouth. Stop kissing the inside of my mouth. Oh, oh, look at that big smile. Look at that big smile. I love your smile. Yeah. Well, she's down on the floor. I gotta go get in a few more stitches. Yeah, I didn't even get into any baby videos. I think I had one that I made like last week or something sitting on there, so I published that one. So I didn't make any baby videos today. I didn't have time. Oh, when's the end of this month? I gotta figure that out. Ooh. Oh, we got another week. Got another week. Yes. Yes. You know, you just burped in my face and it stinks. Why do you do that? Why do you got to burp in my face? You're a stink pot. Yes, you're a stink pot. Oh, who's a girl? You's a girl. You's a girl. Yeah. Yeah, baby time. Yeah, it's my baby time. She is really a needy dog. You know, I've had dogs, many dogs, but she is one that is so emotionally connected, like totally different experience. And I've had dogs all my life. She's just so at a whole totally different level. Yes, yes. You're a totally different level, aren't you? Yeah. You got a tickly belly? You got a tickly belly? I know you got a tickly spot right there. No, no, you're silly. I know you love me. I know you love me. Yes, you just love me. Well, God bless you. Well, God bless you again. I hope you didn't get a cold sitting outside for about a half hour, if it was that long. Yeah, I hope you're not going to come down with a cold. No, I don't want my baby to get sick. Don't look at me and smile like that. You're a silly girl. You're a silly girl. Yes, you're silly. I like it when your leg moves. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's right there, huh? Yeah, it's right there. Hi, Donna. A baby is, she's 4. I had to stop and think. She's 4 years old. We got her when she was 2 years old as a rescue, and we didn't know how old she was. We was told she was a puppy when we picked her up from these people that were getting rid of her. They had like 8 of them. Trained me. She trained me. uh, yeah. Did you train me? She even lets me know what she wants. Like she taps me on the chest and she does all kinds of things to let me know what she wants. Oh, I bet you. Oh, you want some water. That's what you were probably after me earlier about. Yeah, your water is out of its place. I'm sorry. I didn't take the hint. There, I put it back. Yeah, I know. I know you love me. But hello, Donna. Is this the first time here? I can't help it because Donna, she's just so cute. Look at this. Look at this. This is her telling me she wants me to pet her. I love you. Yes, I love you. My sister used to train dog owners. But it's only been this past year. Well, not even a year. It's been like 6 months. She's just like super, super close. Just gotten like super close. All our pets trained my wife. For real. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I am usually a lurker. Have a keyboard this evening, so decided to chat a bit. Well, good. Well, nice to meet you. I'm glad you was able to stop lurking for a little bit. Even though we like lurkers here, don't get me wrong. We like lurkers. She made $100+ most weeks. Wow, that's nice. Here, I thought you'd want some water. Yeah, I put it over there earlier this morning. Forgot to put it back. My bad. I thought I wasn't sure if it was. I thought you wanted something early, but I didn't know what it was. Now I know what it was. I thought it was because you were hungry. I know. Do you see that little scratch she did on my chest? She's saying, "Mom, I want to get in. I want to get in here and get warm. I want to take a nap." I wish she'd take a nap in her house, but no, she'd rather take a nap on my chest. While she pokes her head out from my shirt, looking at me. I train dogs, but the dogs already know what to do. It's more about training the owners. Dogs have awesome senses and they take their cue from their owners' movements and emotions. Yeah, I know a lot of times I know what she wants. Like her going like this to my shoulder with her paw. I mean, my chest. I know what she wants. She wants to get into my shirt right there and just be close, be warm. That's it. But usually I have a sweater on too, and I don't have one on tonight, or I have my robe on. I'm watching you. Poking her head out. So, anything going on? Anyone have anything they want to talk about, discuss? Anything? No? You in Kentucky? Science, electronics. Born in Kentucky. How'd you even know that? How do you even know? Did she say something about? I didn't think she gave enough clues to even say where she was from. Four, 121 is. Oh, smarty. There's a lot of people here from Texas. But we have a few in the chat that lives in Ohio. Yes, just a little bit of gold here. Zip code. That's funny. I would have never have guessed that. Smarty. All right, baby. Mommy's going to have to get you out of there. You're just way too hot for Mommy. You're too hot. Get up in there. Get up in your bed. Whoops. Get up in there. Get up in there. Uh, too hot. Uh. See, I would never have guessed that. So how long have you been carnivore, Paul? Or keto, whichever may be the case. I got my 90 days coming up on Sunday. $4 years. Wow. I could have said a year and a half if I didn't stop for about 8 months. Darn it. Q year, keto, low carb. Okay, so you're keto, low carb. You're not allowed to stop again. No, I'm not. No, no. I went on vacation in COVID and I got really sick. And then I think it might have been from COVID, but I caught pneumonia. And I didn't go to the hospital for about a month. And I was so sick. Oh, just the first year was keto. I was trying to do keto before I went carnivore. And but I fell into the trap of thinking, "Oh, I can have all of these keto stuff, keto ice cream and keto this and keto that and keto cookies and brownies and how you can have chocolate, dark chocolate, as dark as you can get it, certain numbers, and just all this stuff I fell trapped to that first time doing keto. But I was just learning it. I was trying to figure it out. I was actually it was I started with Atkins, and then the more I got into it, I realized the story behind the Atkins bit, and it just went tumbling from there. But it was because of all the stuff I was doing. I wasn't really doing keto. Yeah. To now I know better. I ate bad yeah, me too. I like my chips and my bread. I'm a bread fanatic. I love my bread. But um for now I'm not missing it. I don't crave it. So eh, I I I love meat. I mean I love food. I love food. But at the same time I want to get healthy. I'm 65. I got to get healthy. It's very important to get healthy right now. Seriously. Now my 90 days of carnivore comes up Sunday, so I'll be putting out a video on Sunday on 90 days. And hopefully I can do it justice. 90 days is a big deal. The message of keto and Atkins was diluted by all the products. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I was saying. That's why Atkins had the right idea because I read his book. But then after he passed away, his family sold the rights to the Atkins, in what do you call it, the empire, you know, sold the rights, and they just changed it. They just used it to be able to make all these crazy things. I mean, I really thought that I could eat all this stuff because it was Atkins. I really did. And I felt, I love bread, so I was doing all I could to figure out how to make breads from protein powders and I did the whole thing with the egg cloud bread, and Yeah, the message of keto and Atkins was diluted by all the products that was being pushed. Yep. Bread making and ice cream making were my hobbies. Yeah, they were mine too at the time. After going through that with keto and Atkins, now I'm seeing the same thing happening in the carnivore community. Sad. Yeah. And basically, sadly, I think what it is people are allowing their addictions to get the best of them. Like, say I'm going right along and I'm constantly saying carnivore, 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 and then suddenly I slip up, I have a bad, stressful day, and I make myself some keto bread. Now I'm going to start hyping up. Well, we can all now and again have some keto bread. When no, that is not carnivore. But they want to believe it so much that it's, you know, I just, I think that there's so many of them that are trying to get carbs into carnivore, and it's not carnivore. So it's just, yes. So I think what it is they fall for their addiction, and then they're trying to make it so that it seems okay so they can accept the fact that they pretty much fell to their addiction. And so now they're changing it to keto, but they still want to call it carnivore. Why can't I be carnivore? Because they also say if you're 70% carnivore and 30% you're having carbs, then you're considered carnivore. What's up with that? How can you be a carnivore if you're at least 70% eating meat? I don't get that. 70%. So the other 30%, you can eat whatever you want. I'm lost with that thinking. Yeah, mine is too. If I if I eat certain things, I used to test all the time. Every time I ate something, I checked my sugar because I wanted to know what it was that I could eat, what I couldn't eat. There wasn't a lot that I could eat that was a carb, I'll tell you. And then some of the things that I am allowed to eat, my body doesn't like it. It causes inflammation, like cheese. I can't eat cheese because I'm allergic to milk. I'm lactate intolerant. I can't have cheese. Right, Paul? I think they could also mess up a one-car funeral. You're mostly BB&E. I tried to be, but because of the expense of beef, I'll slip in pork and chicken in there too. That that is a definition only. I know. I heard someone say that one day that 70%, if you eat 70% of meat, then you're considered a carnivore. And I'm like, What? What's the other 30? They didn't get into what the other 30 is. Like, are we talking, what are we talking? Are we talking about lettuce and maybe, the less carby type vegetables, or what are we talking? What's the other 30%? I didn't get I didn't get that piece. So, but I'm hoping it wasn't that you could have 30% carbs, because that just doesn't make no sense to me. Yeah. I try to eat only beef if I can, but I eat some bacon too. Well, that's part of BB&E. But I'll have my bacon and my beef. I would prefer that. That's why I went out this month, went to Costco to get my beef so that I had some. But I also got pork belly because I do have to spread it out. Ah, but I would love to do BB&E strictly, and I probably could do a couple of weeks worth now. But at least I have some beef. I just got to cut it up. It is a range or a spectrum. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say 90% of my meals is beef, and then I pepper my meals with a day here, a day there with pork or chicken. But when I don't, I should say with chicken though, I always have like a burger patty or something with some chicken. So it's very light with the chicken because there's no fat in it unless I eat it with a lot of butter. Yes, it's very challenging. Like, yeah, I got that big beef chuck. What do they call it? A chuck roll today. I ate on $240 a month. Yeah. Is it just you, Paul? If it was just me, $240 would be fine. I could do that. But where it's not just me and I'm buying for four people, yeah, that's hard because I don't want to share my beef with everybody. I don't, but I know I will have to. Yeah, my budget's about 800. So I said I spent like a good part of the budget today on some meat, but I also got some inexpensive ones, so I can't, you know, I can't have just beef. Yeah, it's great when the prices of eggs go down because I eat about 4 or 5 eggs a day, at least that a day. Depends on if I'm having two meals or one. Today I had two meals. I feel better when I only have one meal a day, to be absolutely frank. But today was one of those days I was so busy and I didn't have anything prepped, that I did a lot of nitpicking and a lot of processed type beef, processed, I mean like meat sticks type stuff. And so I'm probably going to regret that come tomorrow, the day after. I'm cheap. My food runs me around 140 a month, but I fast a lot. Yeah, you probably fast half of your month. 11 large eggs equals 1 pound of ground beef. Wow, that's a lot of eggs. So, what would an average day look like to you, Paul, eating wise? What would be the average go-to meals for you? I do a lot of things like ground beef patties. I'll do like a ground beef patty with about 3 or 4 eggs, and I might have a slice or two of bacon. Or if I have fat belly, I might throw a couple of cube pieces of fat belly in the air fryer. 4 or 5 eggs, bacon, 3 slices, 12 to 29 ounces of beef. Okay, okay. 11 to 20. Well, I just my intro for my next video. Gonna go watch an episode of Pride and Prejudice from 1995 while crocheting and then hit the hay. Good night. Good night, Candy. You said tomorrow you might not be here, right, Candy? You have fun. 11 to 12. Okay, so that's about what it's like for me for a day. But I don't know about my ounces because I don't weigh, but it's a burger patty, so it's probably about a half a pound, maybe, if that. So good night, Patty. I mean, good night, Candy. I mean, if I am, I probably won't be here long, or I would be here late. Love you guys. You have fun, whatever the reasons is. If it's date night, have fun. Do have fun. You'll be missed. It's date night. Okay. We all need those. They all got to come first. Coffee anytime I desire. Yeah, I have my coffee right here. I'm sorry, but some people would say you can't have it. It's a plant. But I say, well, it's not sprouting, so I'm good. Uh, now, I allow myself coffee and tea, but I don't drink a lot of coffee. I have this one, and then sometimes I might have one after I walk. Yeah, I'm not sorry either. No, no one's going to convince me otherwise. I figure I've given up tons of stuff to go healthy, and I'm going to keep my coffee. I don't have it with cream. I don't have it with sugar in it. It's just coffee and water. And I'm not it's carb free. There's no carbs in it. Yeah, I do have occasional liver, not a lot, but I've had it twice in the last 3 months. And I have eaten cans of sardines. I've had 2 cans. And I will have a Diet Coke now and again too. I don't feel I'm addicted to it. It's just sometimes I just want something different to drink that's besides water and coffee. But I'm gonna test. I've never tested a Diet Coke. The next time I have one, I'm gonna test it to see if it jacks with my sugar at all. And I don't see if it would or not because I've never been addicted to like sugars or anything, except for eating chips and bread. So I don't know if because when I drink it, I don't crave sugar. I don't crave anything when I have one. So I don't because if the reasoning is, oh, you might end up craving sugar or going back to cravings, I don't have that happening. So I don't. So that's all up in the air, questionable for me still. But I don't have enough Diet Cokes anyways to. It's not like I'm addicted to Diet Coke or anything. It's just once in a while I like to have one. I definitely addicted to Diet Coke. I cut it in half with carbonated water now. I've never even had carbonated water. That's like the fizz that's in soda, right? So and oddly, this is the truth. The reason why I would drink Diet Coke to begin with is because of the fizz in the soda. When my throat's bothering me, like if I have a scratchy throat, it's the fizz in the soda that helps it for me. Ah, um, does not affect you when you drink a diet soda. Maybe it doesn't me either. Yes, I have a soda stream and carbonate my water. Water with gas. Water with gas. is what they said in Italy. Hi, Lisa. Hiya, hiya, hiya. So, how's Lisa today? John, what you have for dinner tonight? Doing good, and you're doing good too. Just a busy day. Just one of those busy, 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 busy days. But I'm good. A quarter pound of hamburger, 2 cans of sardines, 4 tablespoons of butter. Same stuff. Yep. I know what you mean. I am a caregiver for my daughter, and it's been a busy day. Yeah. Oh, John Together Strong. Oh, that's right. When did you do that? Did you do that before tonight? Oh, about an hour ago. Ooh, you know what? I have not been on my live. I wonder how many messages I missed. Ah, oh, you're doing a craft show tomorrow. Oh, I wonder how you'll do. You'll have to let me know. I'm always interested in that stuff. Sometimes I'll watch craft shows videos when I'm bored and just wish that I could go out and do them too. Hopefully I will do good. It is the end of the month. Well, I hope you do good too. So it's this one's next. I will let you all know how I do tomorrow night. So what do you sell anyways? I'm curious. So how do you usually do selling those? Okay, that's good. When I do don't too bad. Well, that's good. It's always good to have something like that. I keep telling myself I want to get into it, but I haven't. When the weather is colder, I make hats. Ouch. My ankle is still bothering me. Holy cow. My mother knitted mittens after dinner for soldiers with a trigger finger. 3 points a week. 3 pairs a week. Yeah, I make mittens too. I make them for kids' school. I've got a big bag of mittens in the closet that I'm donating that I've made. Like if I have like a partial scan like this of yarn. I don't know if you guys can see this, but when I have something like this left over, I'll go ahead and make a pair of mittens with it and put it in my mitten bag. And then in the wintertime, I give them to kids. World War II. Queen Elizabeth of London used to make scarves for soldiers. That's pretty cool. Crocheted scarves for soldiers in the war. Well, heroes. I need to get my jacket finished. The back, left front are completed. Right front is halfway. There you go, Patty. I don't know. I just like making blankets. I made so many sweaters over the summer that I don't know. I think I'm just into making blankets. I'm going to end up making another top. I know I will. Silk scarves protected the neck as fighter pilots strained their necks to spot enemy bogies. Jim's uncle learned to knit during World War II. He said they had the soldiers make their own socks. Wow. When I foster volunteered in Head Start, people would donate hats and scarves for the kids. Warm hands, warm heart, right? Chase that water with cold coffee. Victory, I just did my post 7-day fast weight. Starting weight 203, end of 7-day was 192. Post fast at 5 days only put back 3 pounds of water, now 195. Well, I was a little bit bummed. I stepped on the scale this morning and I was down to 298. I was celebrating and I gained a pound back. So I'm at 299. I hope I don't go at 300 by Sunday. So I'm going to have to do some fasting and do OMAD or something. Make sure I do OMAD tomorrow. I do my 90-day video on Sunday, so I'm like, oh man, please don't be over 300. Oh, please, it's 299. I know, but I like it when I can celebrate. It's like teasing me. And yeah, I know it goes up and down. I've had it go up 6 pounds one day not too long ago. I was like, what? What is going on? 6 pounds. What the heck? I'll get my next weigh in till February. I do mine on Saturday. And I'll do it if I feel like I might be swelling. Like if my wake up and my rings are super tight, I'll do it. But mine I swell up with certain foods. Like if I eat too much pork, you know, I'll like I did the ham that one time. I ate ham and I got scared over a thunderstorm and tornadoes and all that crap. And I got scared. I lost the power of the house. So I'm sitting there in the dark with ham, chowing, doing this number. And the next day I gained 6 pounds or something stupid and ridiculous. I was like, what? Yeah, pork rinds. Oh, you get it done at the doctor's office. Yeah. Sometime in 2026, you will break Dare I say it? Under 200? Well, that's the plan. That is the plan. That's the plan, Paul. You know, Paul, I don't have to be a skinny mini. I really don't. I just want to get to the point where I can low enough that I can take care of my husband and myself in my elder years. Because right now, for years, I haven't been able to take care of myself. I've had to have assistance with other people helping me take care of myself. So for me, I want to get healthy enough to be more independent and to be able to help my husband. Whether it would be nice if I got under 200, but that's not the end game for me. I don't know what the end game is for me, but I know I can't go back to where I was. There's no going back. Couldn't resist. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Heavens to Betsy. Heavens to Betsy. You know, I'll never see 112s again. I just want 125 to 130, I guess. I just want to be healthy. I figure I've always been overweight all my life. I've accepted that I'll never have the perfect figure, especially at 65. I just want health. Yeah, it would be nice to be skinny and get down to my normal weight, but it's not really my goal. My goal is to get healthy. That's really the bottom line for me. But it's still also nice to see the scale go down. And for no other reason other than I'm a woman and we think that way. Uh, right, Patty? I had less wrinkle. Yes, I did. I did too. I notice I'm starting to get more wrinkles. Night night, Lisa. Night night, Lisa. I guess my guess is you will slow down in 149, 189, or I'm going to take it that's 249 to 189 range. Semi retired Bob lists about 159 pounds in 1 year. GE was 350. Well, last year I did 120 pounds in about 6, 7 months. So it's not impossible. Squeaky monkey coconut. I'd say I didn't think you were gonna come. You will do it. I lost 85 pounds in 6 months. That's a good amount too. Okay, I'm out of here. You owls take it. Good night, Paul. Have a nice rest. Sleep tight. Sweet dreams. I'm here. I was lurking on the TV for a bit. I gained 125 pounds in a couple of years. Whew. Ouch. I got a sore ankle, guys. Honest to goodness, that sucks. Every time I move my foot. The joys of food addiction. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tomorrow. Me and my food addiction know each other well. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy. Like the voice of you need food. Patty, that is great. 85 pounds, 6 months. This time around, I could only do 70 pounds in 5 months. on keto years ago, I went down from 367 to 227, but then it went really fast. That happened in 6 months. I call the food noise and cravings the food demon. And to tell myself, don't feed the demon. Yeah, I call mine the angel and the devil on my shoulders. I believe it is a broken link in the neural system. Seems like the more weight you lose, the slow the weight loss happened. Don't know why that is, but I think it has something to do with the body's. I think it has something to do with the body set point too. That once you get to that set point, I think you can change your set point, but the older you are, the harder it is to change that set point. Yeah, I'm still losing weight that I lost weight last year. I have to lose it again. Putting about 16, 17 pounds, 16 pounds, 17 pounds. From that point on will be new weight again. Won't be the same weight I lost last year. That part sucks. Do it over and over again. You too, Patty. It's like Groundhog's Day over here. Got to lose my 85 plus, yeah, 40, 85, another 40. I was down 32 at my last weigh-in. I'm down 38 pounds. Well, Patty, I did the same thing. Went from 225 up and down to 260s, down to 225. Years I bounced, but I don't really care about the weight as much as I do about reversing my health issues. That's true. My health is better now without my 32s. Less blood pressure meds. Yeah, I'm down at least one of mine. Nathan! Oh, talking about losing weight, going up and down, losing the same weight over again. Like right now, I'm losing the. I lost last year. I lost 120 pounds. Got it from over 400 down to about 284. I'm in the middle, and I gained about probably close to 60. So now I'm losing that 60 again before I can get to 284 and begin again on my journey. So if all right, so here's the thought, guys. If you're on a journey and you lose 120 pounds, and then you say you gain back half of it, so gain back 60 pounds, and then you lose that again, 6 months or so later, do you get to say you lost 180 pounds in the last year? Or is it not? You don't count the 60 pounds that you had to lose over again. So, what's you guys' thoughts on that? Whatever you want to say. If that was the case, I lost 1,000 pounds. Well, I just think it would be awfully nice if I could say, yeah, in a year and a half, I've lost 150 pounds. I just count from the highest weight down. Otherwise, I'd say I'm down 600 pounds. I know, right? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, Mason. I'm losing what I had lost before. I have to get down to 284. 284, and then I could say 120 and then move down. Because you gain those 5 pounds and then you lose three and then gain two and lose five and then so you're re-losing up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down constantly. But each time you go, you lose, you get down to a new loss point. uh, gain gain 600 pounds. Where's our strings on this yo-yo journey? I know, right? Uh, I get so happy when I see the scale go down, and I shouldn't step on the scale often, but when my rings get tight or my feet swell, I like to step on the scale, and it goes up 2 pounds. I'm like, oh God, I gotta lose those 2 pounds now. At least we're gaining back new healthy fats. I don't know if it is fat that I'm gaining or if it's just inflammation or something. Yeah, at least that. At least that. At least that, Mason. I always told the doctor as long as the scale doesn't say one at a time, please, I must be good. Uh, If cards could make me thin, I could see through me. Yeah, really, right? I can play on the floor easier now with my grandson. Cars are a big thing for him with Nana. Aw, that is so nice. Yeah, that is a great victory. That's like one of the, if there was a sliding scale of the top 10, that's got to be up there in the top 10 victories. Being able to get on the floor and play with your grandkids, that's got to be one of the top 10s. I would say inflammation due to your ankle hurting would be the clue. I get stuff like that from the Puritans from protein that is converted to you. It does feel like the pain that I would have in my toes from gout, but can you get gout in your ankle? You can get gout in your ankle? Dang it. Okay, because I have always had it for years. I've had it in my toes, but it sucks getting it in the ankle. Jeez. I know in my toes. Oh my God. When it's in my toes, it hurts so bad. Yeah, today I was taking some ibuprofen just to try to cut back on the. Yeah, and that's probably why I gained that pound. Inflammation in my ankle because it's a little swollen. Tim and Christopher's have been in their ankles. Yeah, it's painful. Well, it started the other day. I did up and down, one corner to the other corner, and just as I turned into my driveway, I almost fell because the pain just went right through my ankle and made me like almost fall. And it's been like acting up ever since that day, and now it's swollen and sore, and yeah, just never. I think it was yesterday that happened. And now it just aches, hurts. Move it just right, and Fats cause it? Well, I do eat a lot of fat. I wonder if it's the bacon. I've been eating a lot of bacon lately. Cut back on my bacon. Yep, I bet you it's the bacon. Oh, that's right. She's been quitting smoking. Don't eat pork for a few days. Okay, I'll just eat my beef. Wow, nice. Yeah, I had some chicken today. Do you feel better from not smoking, Mason? I got a smoked turkey breast today. Ooh, I loved smoked turkey breast. Oh, good job. I know it was getting to be a while now. Hello. Hello. I'll bake it this next week. Oh, sounds yummy. Mm. Other things that the kidney is flushing out the uric acid builds up. Kidneys will make glucose and ketones a priority. Yeah, congrats, Mason. Other things that the kidney is flushing out, the uric acid builds up. Kidneys will make glucose and ketones a priority. Oh, you're in the tub? Water is getting cold, soaked in Epsom salts. Oh, over time, the proteins make cells, and the product is uric acid. The kidneys flush the uric acid out. Now we all know that Patty is in the tub naked, sitting in cold water, and now she's all shriveled up. I couldn't stay that long. Shit floats. uh, I love my iron tub. I've always wanted to study and research. That would be nice, Patty, if it were a tub you've been in a popsicle that hour. Ooh. Tim worries I'll drown. I wish I had a tub, but I don't. I have a shower only. Sometimes I wish I had a tub. Hi, Nifty. Hello, hello. Our youngest says I'm too old for a tub. Now, you know what? My daughter, I think she's 30, 39, my youngest daughter. She takes baths in Epsom salts today, before um, going trunk or treat. That's what she was doing in the bath. Epsom salt soaking for about an hour, doing the same thing you're doing. Never too old. I know that a lot of medical professionals deny that fibro is real. Finally, the blood sugars are normalized after yesterday's debacle. Well, that's good. John is right. Ugh. Ugh. That is a beautiful blanket you're working on. What's the occasion? Is it going to be a gift? It is going to be a giveaway on the channel, actually. Yep, victory is right. Victory. Gotta love victories, don't you? I love victories. Victories is what gives us all hope to continue on. That's why I love victories. That's why I like everyone sharing victories. Gives everyone hope that works and you move on. Fun fact, the reason the finger wrinkles up while a water is to allow you to grip things underwater better. Really? I once heard someone say that victory is true happiness. Yep, I would say that's true. Good night, Mason. I'm going to be leaving here too in about 8 minutes. At 2 o'clock, I'm going to go to bed. I am tired. I am leaving in 8 minutes, Nifty. Yeah, I've had a day of being right out straight from about 8:30 in the morning this morning till now. It's just been completely crazy all day. I mean, fun crazy. You take care, Mason. See you tomorrow. Sleep well, I hope. Sweet dreams. Yeah, as Patty says, toodles. Yeah, I had to stop crocheting because I was starting to see double. It's like, yeah, it's time to stop. I heard that in your voice long ago. I love your costume. It was perfect. I just like wearing that dress and goofing off, wearing a hat. The brown hat that I got that I thought would go with the dress didn't fit my head. I guess it's just for a kid. I'm thick headed. I'm big headed. And of course, I had like three shirts on because I was freezing to death. I had a sweatshirt under the dress and two shirts, a t-shirt and another shirt, sweatshirt and the dress. I'm glad it was a long sleeve dress because I kept using it around my hands because I was cold. I know, I wasn't really gonna do that long video of Trunk or Treat, but I figured there's so many, you know, so many, maybe not in the chat right now, but there's so many that watch my channel that don't get to go out there. There's a lot of people like in their 70s and 80s that watch this channel and they're pretty much homebound. So they don't get to see that kind of stuff. So I figured I'd show it, show all the kids in there. Some of them are just so adorable. What costume are we talking about? Oh, yeah. My daughter was like, I can't believe you got me on the video. I said, what's wrong with the video? You put it right in the front cover. It's okay. You're okay. You're fine. Aw, thank you. I I will wish you a good night now and hope to catch you tomorrow night. Take care. Tomorrow night I should be back to norm. Tonight was just one of those nights where we had family gathering last night, tonight, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I did too. I love some of them kids are so tiny and all dressed up like little beautiful princesses. It was just, and then there's I don't know, I haven't seen them, but some kids had the candy goes in the hand of a big plastic hand, and the hand's got a hole in it, and that hole, it, there's a bag attached to the hole. So you put the candy in the palm of the hand, the plastic hand, and it falls into the bag. And I thought that was so cool. It's like I don't know who thought of that, but that is a genius idea. I thought it was so cool. That's the first time I seen them was tonight. It took more time driving to the place because the traffic was crazy. And getting home, the traffic was crazy than it actually did to pass out 350 bags of candy. I know. Ah, he wanted the rats. I had to grab it, move it up by me so it wasn't right there in the end of the table. Every time we pushed the candy up, that mouse just kept getting pushed further and further up the table. Well, I'm glad you guys watched it and you liked that. I wasn't sure how many people actually would watch it. I'm glad I shared it now. A lot of it I had to cut out because of the music. I didn't want to get copyright thing. And that's my grandma. I know. See, that's what I mean by making memories for the kids. That's the best part is making. Yeah, my grandma is famous. No, I'm not. I'm not famous. My grandma is YouTube famous. Aw, thank you, Patty. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad now that I did do it. I wasn't going to, but I ended up doing it anyway. You bring smiles to our faces. Aw, aw. Yeah, it's about that time for me. I'm tired. It's about that time. Oh, it is about that time. It's 2:01. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go, guys. Shitty stories and all. Yeah. Good night, you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being my friend. Sweet dreams, everyone. 3, 2, 1.